Hi everyone, greetings from Serbia, Belgrade. We are here for recording Progressive Diaries with a very special guest, Hobin Rudd. Hi Hobin, how are you doing today?
Hello, Christine. Nice to see you. I'm great. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Super happy being in here, Serbia, very first time, and I feel very welcome. And it's great to reunited Progressiveness Sousa family. And it's been a great night last night,
Yes, yes.
and it's been absolutely amazing.
It's always great to see you. You know, you're with us since the day ones, our beginning. So we really appreciate it. So it's
Thank
great
you.
to see you always.
That really means a lot. Uh, um, Sousa really means a lot for me, and we have great plans ahead next year, and we're so looking forward to achieve our goals together. Since we're talking about progressiveness, Sousa, what's your connection to the Sousa, and what's your story behind?
So generally, my path and everything regarding progressive house and my love towards all of this started with the group. From day one until I still didn't even jump out into the world of progressive. They were there. They were the guys behind it all. They were the backbone of all of this, and just um, I get goosebumps of talking about it every time, since they're not just friends, they're not just community, they're a family that brought a big story to life. So I cannot say you know anything that isn't just in the superlative form. So I really enjoy
That's great. Great to know.
being around those people.
Fantastic. I've met Marina in Malta, and this is the beauty of music, that how it connects the people from the different places, and the since we've first met, we just clicked, and it's just happened. This is absolutely amazing. The story behind you, how we have connected to Suza. You've been on the scene quite a few years now, and you have witnessed so many great DJs, as well as you've been part of it as well. And how does the scene generally is in Serbia, progressive scene, how it was before and how it is now? If you could share your thoughts about
So,
it.
so always a really hard question, and always a really delicate subject, if I can say it like that. Uh, and I don't have an exact word to define the scene in one word, if I can say it like that. What I can say is I always feel the passion, especially towards this genre and this world of progressive house. I always felt it, and I think, and I'll try to keep it brief here. I think with a bit more support from everyone, not just the community, from everyone, we can make really great things together, and we can, put this world closer to the people that are not really familiar with progressive house, and just drag them into something that will, I think, stay with them forever. So scene here in general isn't as diverse as I would like to, and I think that it's our goal to, as I said, try to push this as much as we can, since it's our duty as well as one of the only organizations here that is doing exactly just this. So yeah, the scene can be better, and we will do everything we can to make it better.
Sounds great. Sounds absolutely great. You have been grown as an artist like incredibly last couple of years, and you make us proud.
Thank you.
I lost account how many releases you have had lately on the one of the prestigious labels such as Sudbeat, the Soundgarden, Mango Alley, and many more. Must be a lot of hard work behind this, and it's a well deserved that you have been rewarded recently as well as an regional DJ in Serbia. How often you work on your tracks every daily basis, and share your stories about your production?
So it all started years and years back, actually. 10 years ago, I already, started, how to say, I don't call it producing, I call it clicking in the software, because it wasn't as serious as it is today. But like when I really originally started, it was like 6 years ago, when I felt like, okay, this is my true passion. I want to contribute this. I want to evolve as an artist. And from there on, I just remember, day in, day out, being on the software, not sleeping, going to university in the morning after 7 hours of, trying to improve my kick and bass. So, but I never, looked at it, as a sacrifice or anything. I just looked at it as a true passion of something I love and I want to present to the people. And after sometimes I realized that, I make people happy. I really do. Some of them, of course, who like my music, and that's the biggest inspiration I can get, the biggest motivation I can get when I get a message that my track made someone's day or anything. That's really, maybe it sounds cliche, but it's really something we all work for. We all gravitate towards, and especially being recognized with big DJs, big labels is just the strawberry on the top of the cake, if I can say it like that. So I'm really enjoying the process, and as I say it in a couple of more interviews I've had, that's what I advise to all the new producers or producers in general. Guys, enjoy the process. Everything is in the process, from day one to day, I don't know which. Just enjoy being better each day, doing what you love and making something you truly enjoy too. So it's not about, I mean, it's always great. It's a reward for your work. You're getting signed to big labels, you're getting played, but the love you make, the smile you have while you make those sounds is really inevitable and priceless. So guys, enjoy the process and enjoy it day to day, and that's what I really can say.
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
great message. As you said, your tracks have been played and supported by the greatest, the world-known artists, Hernan, Sasha, Digweed. You have shared the stage as well with them. That's a great accomplishment, and well done. You're really, it's absolutely amazing. Um, uh, as I have mentioned earlier, you've been rewarded as a regional DJ in Serbia. How did it happen, and what a moment!
Yeah, exactly. To be honest, that's a really special moment in my career for numerous reasons. I just got a call one day where was I was said that excuse me, I was said that I'm nominated for the best regional DJ, and just by getting that news, I was already flattered. I was already a winner in my head, no matter what happened. And just one day, when I got the announcement day before the official rewarding in Zagreb, Croatia, that I actually won.
Wow.
I was, just blown away. I was just, I sat down on my bed and just watched the walls, and I was like, okay, so everything makes sense. I mean, it already did in my head years before because I didn't start it,
Right.
for rewards and everything. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful,
Right.
but
It's a great
it all made
accomplishment.
sense. All those nights, when I sit in my chair on summer nights, without air condition, just working on music and everything, it all made sense. So yeah, and the other really special thing about that particular event is when I bring my mother with me
Wow.
to see that all, because when I was starting off, like I guess every parent, they're always doubtful, regarding music, regarding everything. Is it, can you live out of it? Is it really your go-to in life, And when I bring her with me to that event where there was 500 people,
Wow.
when they called my name, I see, that how proud was she, and I'm proud because of it. And maybe that's my biggest success. And now she's my biggest supporter as well.
Wow, that's
So, yeah,
amazing story.
that's a double win.
Well deserved.
Thank
well
you very much,
deserved.
Christine.
Also, you have recently been to Sri Lanka.
Yes.
And I think you've been to different Malta and Moscow as well.
Yeah, I was
it's been quite
in
share
Armenia
your
as well,
experiences, please, in the different countries and how does the scene looks like over there.
This year was my biggest year travel touring wise, from India to Russia, Armenia, Malta, Sri Lanka, region, everywhere. And to be honest, that was everything I ever dreamed of. If somebody told me that 5 years ago, I wouldn't really believe it, especially with all the circumstances you deal with in a small scene. Whatever people say, this is a tiny scene, a beautiful scene with really underground appreciators and lovers, but it's a hard scene to cope with regarding, getting gigs and stuff, exactly because of that. But I wouldn't change it for everything. And as I really think that progressive should stay in the underground always, and not go into mainstream kinds of, fields, because people who actually come to the event are there for the event, are there for the party, and you can feel it. I've been to numerous parties, from tech house to pop parties to progressive house, and I never felt anywhere like I felt in progressive house parties. So sorry, I went out a bit of the question a bit.
That's absolutely fine. It's very interesting.
Yeah. So regarding the question, I was everywhere, and I find, how to say, I felt the life of the touring DJ a bit this year, and I felt the great sides of it. You know, meeting new people, appreciating the guys who appreciate you, and but I also felt the negative sides. You know, flying to
Right.
another part of the world alone, flying
It is
back.
alone.
So
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff behind the curtains that people don't really see.
that's right.
But I'm not, you know, complaining. It's beautiful, and I'm enjoying my moment,
Fantastic.
all my moments in the
I've
past.
never been to Sri Lanka, but
Sri
it's one
Lanka,
of the
yeah,
best. I think that's the
for sure,
destination that everyone
for
is
sure, for
willing
sure,
to go there.
for sure.
I've been to Malta when DJ Ruby and GMJ Mate
Yes,
played. It
yes,
was
Malta.
amazing. Marina was there as
Yeah,
well. Hopefully, I'll experience,
yeah.
explore different countries next year. You have been recently announced your Patreon.
Yes,
What I think that was about a time.
yeah.
What are you offering your members, and what's the exclusive things you will offer them?
Yeah, so first of all, like years and years back, I've seen how many people actually are asking me for feedbacks, for track analyzing, for just, you know, tips in general regarding the industry, because I feel like I have experience now, which I can really share, maybe help younger
Right.
or anyone who's just starting off. And I like a few months back, I've posted a Facebook status where I asked, would people be interested in it? Because if without interest, I wouldn't do it, because I mean,
That's right.
I want to help out everyone I can, and I was there. So the response was amazing. I was blown out. My inbox was absolutely full. So I felt like it's the right time to do it. And I have a small Patreon group now, which we really have a good community where I'm just trying to help out and shorten the process
Right.
me or any other artist had in the industry, and just, you know, be there as a small community. As you, Christine, also said, we're not a community, we're a kind of a family,
Family now.
especially now because we are really small in the, you know, all world music industry genres. We are a really small world, and if we hold, you know, stay together, you know, sky is the limit. So I think uh, I can help as much as I can, and I will always be there for you.
I'm
So
sure you will do it, and that's going
thank
to be
you.
huge success, another success
Thank you.
for you. The future plans. I also seen that you have announced that you'll be playing Exit Festival. That's another great things is happening next year. And I've never been to Exit Festival, but
You should.
hopefully,
You should
hopefully
definitely.
next year, because I've
Yeah.
heard lots of amazing things about this. Have you ever? I'm sure you have attended quite a few, and you've been part of it.
Of course.
And if you could share the stories about the Exit.
Of course, of course. Next year is gonna be really big for me as well. There's a lot of stuff I cannot really tell right now because of the contracts and
Right,
everything.
right.
But I have some releases on really big labels,
Amazing.
and I cannot wait to share it with everyone. Regarding the Exit Festival in general, yeah, I was my first Exit was 2015. Like I was 17 years old, and I was still, you know, just hopping into electronic scene. That's the actually the year I realized and discovered progressive house.
Wow.
I have a photo of me. I think I said it already somewhere, and I have to mention this. Sorry. I was in high school on math class, I remember, and I was sleeping on math class because who doesn't sleep on math class?
Right.
And I had headphones in my ears, and I was sleeping, and my buddy from my desk just take a photo of me, and on my phone it was Hernan Catania Resident.
Wow.
So that was my starts, and Hernan, as the man himself and as my role model in the music industry, got me into this, and I can't thank him enough. So Hernan, if any case you see this, thank you from the bottom of my heart. So again, I you know, went a bit out of the subject,
That's
but
fine. That's fine.
my first exit was 2015 when I discovered progressive house, and I was, you know, a regular guest years and years after, just, you know, looking at that dance arena, looking at those lights and the stage and everything, and, you know, not even thinking it's possible to be there one day. And as I said, you know, a couple of minutes back, I never went into this to achieve my rewards. I went to this of some, you know, to just pursue my passion and do what I love, and whatever happens, happens. But things are happening. So last 3 years, I was an exit resident, if I can say it like that.
Yeah, right.
And this would be my third stage. I
Amazing.
changed, and I probably say the best one, the legendary dance arena, and Yeah,
I should make it for Exit Festival. It's
you
kind of
should. You
my in
definitely should.
yes, in the
Yeah.
list. I hopefully I'll make it.
We also have plans for next year. I'm planning my
Yeah.
Argentina tour,
Wow,
so it's
that's
gonna happen as well, and
huge.
some
It's
more
gonna be
countries.
huge.
So it's gonna be a great year. I'm really enjoying everything that's happening, and I'm really grateful for it, for everyone and anywho.
As I said earlier, it's very well deserved. You
Thank you,
absolutely
Christine.
deserve this. And I should mention also another accomplishment that you have recently released your mix on a mighty balance. What a beautiful mix. I've heard a few times and absolutely love it. That's another huge success for you that I think that probably you were wishing for some times.
Yes.
And well done. You make us proud
Thank you.
again. What's your next future plans? I know we have talked about the Exit and the couple of big releases coming up on the labels. What else besides this that we should expect from you?
Yeah. So after AD, usually November and December are a bit, how to say, quieter period than the rest of the season, if I can say it like that. So these 2 months I really worked a lot in the studio. I made more than 20 original works.
Wow.
Which will be released next year, and some of them I'm really proud on really big established labels I was listening to when I was a kid. So a lot of releases coming up. I have a gig next week with Petar Dundov, a regional legend
Wow.
as well.
Wow.
So also, as I told, Exit, Argentina, everything is starting to align, and I'm just going it step by step, like always. Just as I said, and that's my motto, I guess, which I wanna translate to everyone. Just enjoying myself, enjoying the process, enjoying doing what I love, and sharing the passion with the world, who I see really appreciates it, and I appreciate it as well, guys. So that's all for now. I can say.
Fantastic. That's great to hear. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christine.
Just a little advice that someone who have just started very first steps in the music industry. What advice would you give them?
Advice: do. Maybe again it sounds cliche, but it really is like that. Do what you love. Don't go by the trends. Don't even force yourself to make something that's popular, that's gonna be played, that's gonna be signed. Do what you love, and trust me, something is gonna go out of it, and you will make something unique, and people will recognize you for it, and you will enjoy it twice as more. So just do what you love, because everybody who comes into music industry doing what he or she loves, in my experience, did something well. So do what you love, enjoy the process again, and don't look back. And that's the best advice I can give for now.
Great advice. Very recent night, the last night.
Yes.
It's been a great night, and you warm up. Actually, it was not a warm-up set. It was a pretty peak time set that you played.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. It was a fantastic night. How about you? How did you
like that? I mean, the warm-up sets in the club atmosphere, it's a lot different than a warm-up set in a open air space like Barutana, or I don't know, Forja in Argentina or something like that. It's a bit different, especially the crowd over here. I mean, I'm a resident here, so I know how to do it. So the Guy J also, like Hernan, Nick, John Digweed, Sasha were my influences back then. I mean, I remember listening to Lost and Found. I was 17 years old when I didn't know music like I know today, and I was blown away by all of it. So just playing. This is my second time playing with Guy.
Amazing.
First time was 2 years ago on Lost and Found showcase here. So just getting to share the love with the man I acknowledge and respect so much, and playing my last track before him, sharing the beautiful words with him, it just means the world to me. So the party was great. The crowd really responded good. I see they respected the progressive sound. They had patience, which is not really often in these kind of regions. And I'll be honest, they had patience because progressive, as in the name tells, needs time. So I really enjoyed the night, and I think the future is getting better. Will be better, sorry.
That's very nice to
Yeah.
hear from you. That was a great night last night.
Thank you.
And are you ready for the second night
Of course,
tonight?
yeah, of course. We're just gonna go eat something,
Yes.
chill a bit, maybe have a drink or two, and we're going.
Fantastic. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
this
Christine.
beautiful conversation. And I'm looking forward to hearing all the great news. Is next year we are all here and all the support and love from us.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you.
What I want to say to you as well, I'm really glad that, as you were always there, as I said, I'm really glad that you're one step closer to us now. You really are a true part of the family, and we are so happy to have you with us. So thank you so much.
That's an absolutely honor. Thank you so
thank
much.
you so much,
Thank
and
you.
all the best to you. And
Thanks a lot.
thank you.
Thank you.